Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be when to be playful and when to be serious. Well, I've got a short email, or actually really short email from a guy who has been his girlfriend. Part of the problem is he always wants to go into jokester mood with her. And this tells me he probably doesn't know my work too well, is not really too familiar with what I teach in 3% Man, because his girlfriend at times obviously wants help with a problem she's having, and he's constantly cracking jokes and goofing around and not being serious. It was cute at first, but now it's obviously starting to get annoying to her. So this I thought would be a good topic for a nice Friday. I got my red version of the Tiger Woods jersey on, if you will. Tiger Woods always tends to wear red on Fridays, or like the last day of the tournament when he's about to just absolutely crush everybody. So I thought, it's Friday, let's wear red. So with that said, I got a quote that I wrote in this topic, and then we'll go through his email and I'll go through some examples, because this is something that's really important. Obviously, you want to be playful and fun because that always sets the vibe, but there are times when a woman wants you to listen and be a sounding board and sometimes give opinion and advice. And if you've ever been in a relationship with a woman or dating a woman and she says, "You never listen to me," it's usually because you're trying to solve a problem when she needs you to listen. So I've got a couple really simple questions that you can ask, because the quality of all of your relationships is going to be in direct proportion to the quality of the questions that you consistently ask. So I'm going to read this quote and then we'll jump right into his really super short email. So the quote says, "Love is playful and fun, not serious. Men should decide ahead of time that in their kingdoms they will be happy, have fun, and have a good, positive, optimistic mindset. People who bring drama and bad attitudes should be encouraged to take their negative energy elsewhere. Men should focus on being a charming James Bond 90% of the time, and 10% of the time be naughty and playful. Men who understand women know that sometimes women need them to be temporarily serious to help facilitate discussion, be a good listener and sounding board, and to help them when they have a problem that they need help with. Men should always ask before offering their women unsolicited advice if they just want them to listen or if they need their opinion and advice, instead of making assumptions which are usually wrong. The quality of your relationships is in direct proportion to the quality of the questions that you ask those who you are in relationship with." So this guy's got a pretty simple problem to solve. He's just being goofy when he needs to be serious. So I'll give him a couple things that he should use, because it'll clear up the problems and cause him to do the right thing instead of doing the wrong thing, because it's just creating unnecessary drama. So it's a pretty easy solution to solve. So I also highly recommend, if this is an issue for you, but even if you haven't watched it, you should watch the video and read the article I did several years ago called "How to Communicate with Women Effectively." It's actually, I reference it in my first book, 3% Man, as an essential fundamental. And it's only, I don't know, 15 minutes long, I think. It's a short one, but it's really an essential fundamental because so many guys get this wrong. I still see it in phone sessions. I had a phone session the other day with a guy who quite often is offering advice when his girlfriend just needs him to listen. And oftentimes when he does it, it pisses her off and she throws in his face, "You're not listening to me." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He didn't recognize that he was trying to solve her problem when she just needed him to listen. And sometimes, most of the time, that's what women want, just you to listen and be there and facilitate, because women solve their problems by talking about them. Us guys, we're kind of different in that we want to go to our man caves and figure shit out, think, contemplate, throw some darts at our dart boards or whatever, play a couple rounds of pool, whatever it happens to be. And then when we figure out what we're going to do, then we come out of the man cave and we implement our solution. Whereas women, if you just facilitate them talking and discussing, they'll work through their own problems and be really grateful and happy that you help them do that. If you've ever watched a bunch of women talking when there's like 15 different subjects, that they're all talking about all at the same time, you can kind of watch how that works. They're all kind of talking and sharing and bonding and connecting and helping each other work through and resolve things just by facilitating discussion. And if you want to make your girl really happy, you'll learn how to do this. So let's go through the guy's email. He says, "Hi, Corey. Your information and experience has helped me tremendously, so thank you for that. My question is, I try to keep everything light and playful with my girl, but lately she has gotten really annoyed and says, 'I want you to be serious when I have a problem.' How would you deal with that situation?" Well, first things first, like I mentioned a minute ago, is you want to watch the video, How to Communicate with Women Effectively. Take the time to do that. And also, get yourself one of these sweet asshole free zone mugs. This is one of my latest mugs that I came up with. Asshole free zone. Everybody's life should be asshole free. It's just the best way to be. You can get those at Teespring, by the way. There'll be links underneath the video if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're on my website, there's links all over the place. Or you can just go straight to Teespring and look for Coach Corey Wayne and see the store there. We got some new mug designs that hopefully, well, you guys seem to like because they're selling quite well. So with that said, he's like, how do I deal with it? So obviously you want to set the vibe like the quote talks about, where things are fun, they're playful. But if you see your girl starting to get annoyed, you'll be like, "Baby, what's wrong? You seem like you're getting upset." And if she says, "Well, I have a problem and I need your help." "Okay, tell me. I'm sorry. What do you need, babe? I'm here for you. Tell me about it." Don't leave anything out. And get her to talk and get her to share. And before you start to give her advice, say, "Do you want my opinion and my advice, or you just want me to listen?" It's really, that solves so many problems just by asking that simple question. Because 9 times out of 10, because us guys, we're logically brained and we're problem-solving oriented beings, we automatically do that. "Oh, wait, this is easy to fix. Here, do this, do that." But if you understand that women solve their problems by talking about them, then you facilitate it and hold your tongue and only give your opinions if that's what she's actually looking for. And so it sounds like in some cases, just like when she says, "I want you to be serious when I have a problem," you don't know whether or not she just wants you to listen. And because if she's hoping that you're listening to her and you're cracking jokes while she's listening, she's like, "You're not even paying attention to what I'm saying." But also, if she's trying to be serious and share something and she just wants you to listen, but you're trying to fix it or solve a problem, she's going to get irritated and say you're not listening. So that's why it's such a powerful thing to say, "Do you just want me to listen, or do you want my opinion and my advice?" And they'll tell you. So it's always a great, super high quality question. It's simple. It's kind of like the "what do you mean" question is another one of like the best questions you can learn to use, especially with the women in your life. Not just your intimate relationships, but all the women that you know. It's like, "What do you mean?" Get them to explain it explicitly. As women just kind of talk and communicate differently than us guys do. So it's a really simple thing. Do you want my advice and my opinion, or do you just want me to listen? "I just want you to listen." "Okay, babe, tell me about it." And then afterwards, you can go back to joking around. But like I said, what I occasionally see is guys in this situation, they take the joking and the playfulness too far to the point where they're trying to make a joke out of everything. And then that starts to come off as phony. And so the fact that he's sending me this question tells me that he really hasn't studied the book that well. He's probably cherry picking. He's probably fixed a bunch of things through the videos. Maybe he glazed over the book, but he didn't really understand the fundamentals. And now he's running into trouble. He's running into problems because if he keeps doing this, it's going to piss her off. And eventually she's going to start to lose attraction because she's not going to remember, when a woman feels heard and understood, the legs open. And when she doesn't, the legs close. So if you're always trying to be a jokester all the time, not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's a time to be a jokester and there's a time to be serious, especially if your girl is getting upset. You say, "Babe, you seem like you're getting upset. What's going on? Why are you upset?" Why are you mad? Well, you're not listening to me. I was like, okay, well, how do you feel I'm not listening? Is there something you just want me to listen and be a sounding board, or you want me to help you talk through things? You want my opinion? What do you need from me? Tell me, babe. I'm here for you. I'm here for you in my nice, sweet red shirt. So, pretty simple. Try it. Works like fucking magic, and it's not a complicated thing to implement. It will radically change if you're having this kind of an issue in your relationship, or when you're dating, or even with your mom or your aunt or a woman that you work with. It's a great question to ask. Do you want my opinion, or do you just want me to listen? Oh, I just want you to listen. Oh, I just want you to listen. Okay, tell me more, babe. What happened next? Really? Oh, wow. No shit. Oh my God. And how'd that make you feel? Wow. Again, watch the video, How to Communicate with Women Effectively. And if you haven't read 3% Man or my second book, Mastering Yourself, you can read both these for free at understandingrelationships.com. All you got to do is subscribe to the email newsletter. And if you'd like to get my help personally on a problem, situation, or a challenge that you're encountering, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab at the top of your screen, and book a coaching session with yours truly. And until next time, make sure your life is an asshole-free zone.